Hello everybody, this is SorryChinchao.com and today we're doing an unboxing that is designed for humans and inspired by nature. Obviously we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy S3 right here in Malaysia. So we're gonna unbox the device right now. Okay, let's do that. First of all, we're gonna talk about the color. There's two colors available. You have Marble White, which is this one, and Pebble Blue. So in terms of design, Pebble Blue looks better personally. That's our opinion. But some people might like the white color version, but that glossy finish is not something that we're into. Whereas the Pebble Blue has a matte finish that's also has sort of like a brushed aluminium look to it, and that's something we prefer. That's always better looking than the plain old glossy white. Okay. Right, let's look at what you have in the box. You get the device, obviously. So we'll talk more about this after we look at what is in the box. In terms of the contents of the box, pretty standard stuff. You get your manual, instruction manual and warranty information and whatnot. Other than that, you get a micro USB data and charging cable. You get your headphones, white color. We prefer black, but yeah, Samsung is giving white color headsets. It's in ear, if you're wondering. Extra buds for those in-ear headphones. It has a mic as well, by the way. This is your USB power adapter. Thank you, Samsung, for giving us a 3-prong power adapter. We really like that. In terms of juice, this adapter is pushing out 1 amp, which should be adequate for you to charge your tablets and whatnot. There's also a battery, obviously. The battery for the Samsung Galaxy S3 is a 2100 milliamp hour unit. It also doubles up as an NMC transmitter, just like the one in the Galaxy Nexus. So if you're gonna get a third-party battery with more milliamp hours, you might want to think about it, because if that third-party battery doesn't have NFC, your device won't have NFC. Okay, alright, let's now talk about the device. So this is the Samsung Galaxy S3. It has all the bells and whistles you would like to have in a device, in a smartphone. First of all, you have a 4.8-inch display that is pushing out 1280 by 720p resolution. The display is really good. It's gorgeous, despite it being a Pentel unit. Because of the pixel density, about 308 ppi, pixels per inch. It's really you can't really even tell whether it's a Pentel unit. So don't worry about that. Okay, at the front also you get a 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera that's capable of shooting 720p videos. The camera is also a sensor for the Samsung Smart Stay feature. So what Smart Stay does is that the camera will look at your face while you're reading, while you're using the device, if you're browsing a website or reading a book on the device. So as long as you are looking at the device, the display will stay on. When you take your eyes away from the device and you look away from the screen, the camera detects that and will switch off the display automatically. You get a physical home button that's flanked by two capacitive buttons. The menu button is here and the return button is here. We'll talk more about that on our hands-on. In terms of hardware, you get a 1.4 GHz quad-core processor with 1 gig of RAM. And this one has 16 gig of onboard storage. There's also a 32 gig and 64 gig version, but Samsung say at launch, which is happening on the 31st of May, Malaysia will only get the 16 gig first, both colors of course, the Pebble Blue and Marble White. The 32 gig will come a little later after that, but while Samsung say that the 64 gig will come as well, we don't have an indication of when that will happen, so that will probably depend on market response to the device. Okay, on the right side you get your power button, which is pretty standard. What is missing in this device is a physical camera button. I think physical camera button is something that a lot of people would like or would like to have. So hopefully Samsung will have devices with that feature in the future. On the left side, nothing much, just the volume rocker. At the bottom is obviously the USB, micro USB data and charging port. Okay. Yeah, and at the back you have an 8 megapixel camera that shoots 1080p videos, and it has also a burst mode that shoots 3 frames per second up to 20 shots. In comparison, the HTC One X and the HTC One V is capable of shooting 4 frames per second up to 99 shots. So in terms of burst mode, the One X beats the Samsung Galaxy S3. Both devices, however, are capable of taking pictures while recording video. But we'll talk more about that in our hands-on video a little later. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, in terms of feel, like we said, this is the glossy unit. We'll unwrap the device in our hands-on, but this is the glossy unit. Some people might like it, some people might not. In terms of design, it's pretty plain, pretty standard design. In terms of feel, this 4.8 inch screen can be rather big for small hands, but yeah, it's comfortable at all, no big issues. Okay, more on that in our hands-on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much it. This was the Samsung Galaxy S3 unboxing right here in Malaysia. And this is soyachincha.com. As always, thanks very much for watching the video. Thanks very much for liking the video. Thanks very much for subscribing to our channel. Once again, this is soyachincha.com, and that was the Galaxy S3 unbox. Catch you guys.